and I just started feeling really anxious and really like nauseous. Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a paranormal story time. Like, it's not just one instance, it's things that's been happening over like the course of 2 months, I would say, but it's still like instances still do happen. So to start off, one of the instances was it happened multiple times where I would hear like a sound or like a word, like someone say something, and it's someone that I know, like my mom or my brother Jax, who's 2. I would hear him and he would be all the way upstairs. Okay, so I was at my house alone with my brother. He was upstairs and I was in my room, and then my other brother, who's 2, he was sleeping. So I was just like in my room and I hear my mom walking up the stairs and talking, and I was like, oh, I guess they're home now. So I go upstairs and I tell my brother, and I'm like, the parents are home, and he's like, no, they're not. Like, they didn't come back. And I was like, but I heard mother walking up the stairs and talking. And then he's like, well, they're not here. So I go and I check in the driveway and they're not here, like their car's not here still. And that was spooky. I don't know why I was hearing things. This is another instance. And I was upstairs, just sitting in the living room, like watching TV, and I heard my mom like clear her throat. And it sounded like she was over by my kitchen. So like I was sitting in the living room, and it sounded, I could hear it all the way by the kitchen. It sounded like she was standing over there, and she wasn't here. And she has like an iconic like clearing her throat sound, because it's like her voice, I guess, or her doing it, so it sounds like her. So I was like, oh, she must be here, and then she wasn't still. And that was just with my mom. And then with my brother Jax, I walked out the door and I went down the deck stairs, and then I just went back into the house through like another door. And I was standing in front of my brother's room, and his room goes down, and then it's like a basement that was turned into a room. So I heard my brother Jax, who's 2, I heard him like laughing down there, and his room is right above that. So like, oh, I could have just heard him in his room laughing, but he was upstairs sitting in his little like baby eating tray thingy. So, and I knew that because I was just up there and I saw him, and then I just walked down the stairs and went through another door. Instead of like going through and going down the stairs, I just went out and down the stairs. And so I just ran like back upstairs because it was spooky. So I mean, I feel like a lot of people have this, like they'll just hear their name and it's like nobody called your name, like nobody was saying your name. And so I'll just hear people say that, but that doesn't happen as frequently. Like, I don't even remember the last time that happened, but it has before. A thing that's like, it's like my fault, my sleep schedule, it's like really, really bad. So I'll end up so I'll try to go to sleep, say I'm trying to fix it, and I go to sleep at like 9:45, and it ends up just turning into like a nap. So I just nap for like an hour. I wake up at 10 p.m. because it's like 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. and I'll just be completely awake because I just like had a nap. But I was trying to go to sleep for the night, and I hadn't taken like a nap during the day because I knew that would not make me as tired. And so I ended up staying up till like 3 o'clock in the morning because I just took a nap, and I couldn't fall asleep. And that's been happening like a lot, and that's how my sleep schedule is. And school's coming up, and I really, really, really need to fix it. And I know, but it's just difficult. I mean, I'm sure if I woke up early, because I wake up at like 11 or 12 in the afternoon, which is trash. So I've been waking up at like, I'm gonna like slowly wake up earlier to fix it, but without it being fixed, I have sleep paralysis a lot, and it's weird because sleep paralysis is where you're still asleep, your body is still asleep, but you wake up, like your brain wakes up. So you can open your eyes and you can look around, but you can't like move or anything. So you're just stuck there and you're paralyzed because your body does that to you, like it paralyzes you while you're sleeping so you don't act out your dreams, like so you don't start running or something like that. It mostly happens when I'm just like laying down or taking a nap or something, and I'm not like, what confuses me about that is because I'm not asleep. Like I'm just laying down on my phone or something, and I'll turn off my phone and like close my eyes and it'll just like happen. It's like, well, I'm not asleep yet and I'm not in the stage of like waking up, so why would it happen? I don't know. But so that happens a lot, and I know people see like freaky things when they open their eyes, so I just don't open my eyes. But one time when I had it and I closed my eyes, the music that was playing like on my phone, I could hear it and it was like all creepy and changed all creepily, and it sounded like it was like in a horror movie or something like that, but it was still the song that I was listening to, so it didn't just change, the music didn't just change, it was just as if a filter had been put over the song, and that was really like weird, I guess. But earlier today, like say, well, it's 4 o'clock right now, so say like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I was laying down and I had it again, but this time when I have the paralysis, it feels like it's starting from somewhere in my body and then it just like disperses throughout, as if when your blood like from your heart is like pushing out all the blood, if you could like feel that, that's what I would kind of explain it as. But it's not like, it doesn't hurt or anything, it's just I'm becoming paralyzed during the sleep paralysis, but it happens in a few seconds, so you can't like, not like I could move my toe, but I can't move like my leg because it's not all the way there yet, because it happens in a few seconds, so I can't do any of that, but that's how it feels. But this time when I had it like a few hours ago, it felt like someone was pushing down on my chest, and then it like moved up to my neck, like really high up on my neck, like right under my chin, and then it just like felt like someone was pushing as hard as they could on my chest, and it was like, I was scared, but I was like, well, I can still breathe, but it felt like it was really hard to breathe, as if like it was like this, and I couldn't like breathe very well, and I didn't have that feeling of if it went throughout my whole body. It was just like, oh, I'm instantly paralyzed and then there's something pushing on my chest, and of course there's no one there because I was just like laying down taking a nap kind of, but I just lay down, and I can feel like when it's going to happen, because like, you know, it starts and then I'm like, I don't know, like I'll try to shake myself so that it doesn't happen because I don't like it. You just sit there and you can't move or do anything, and especially in the instance when it feels like you can't breathe, like it's worse. I don't know if like there's some sort of energy or spirit that's trying to like come at me and attack me or something, or if my bad sleep is because they're breaking me down, trying to get me to a certain level that I am just like sleep. I feel like being like sleep deprived is what they're trying to go at, and then just like when I'm vulnerable and I'm frozen, that's when they'll attack, which is when I felt it pushing on my chest, and that was like really weird. I think if I like just fix my sleep, then the paralysis will stop happening. But hearing people say things is, it still creeps me out. But I'm like one of those people that I try not to be too scared of it, because like it's not something to be afraid of, like really terrified of, I guess. Like I like horror movies and I like spooky stuff, and so I'm kind of used to it by now. I still don't like it, but I'm not like terrified like when it first started happening. My house, it used to have like a lot of bad energies and just bad vibes in it, so my parents like got this medium to come and cleanse it and sage it and stuff. And so now my parents, they just sage it every now and then after that happened. And our backyard still wasn't saged, and the medium said that it looked like a circus, like a fair back there, that there's so many different spirits and stuff backyard. And I was using tarot cards and giving my friends like readings with the tarot cards. Nothing like a Ouija, we weren't using a Ouija board or doing any like challenges, like the Charlie challenge, nothing like that, saying like, oh no, we weren't doing any of that stuff. So I was waiting for it to get dark so we could do the tarot reading, so that I could have the candle lights and the like Christmas lights around the tent, like these ones, not like colorful. And so it was dark, and then I was doing the readings. One of my friends was just like, I don't believe it, but everyone else was like, oh wow, like it's so true. And so when we went to sleep at like probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, I again couldn't sleep very well, so I think I fell asleep like a little bit for like half an hour, and then I woke up and I was just up. It was 5 o'clock by then, so I was up and then fell asleep and then woke up at 5. And I just started feeling really anxious and really like nauseous, and I had to leave the tent and like leave the backyard. That's what I was feeling. I really didn't want to, because I didn't want to just leave all my friends outside in the tent and just come back in the house and like sleep in a bed, because that's like not fair, I guess. But I was feeling so anxious and I had to get out, and it was still like dark. It was a little bit light, but it was still dark. So I just ended up coming back inside because I couldn't handle it, and I had to stay in here. But I feel like that's, I don't know what to think of any of this, why anything would be coming from me, or like what, like, I don't know. It's just spooky. So that's my story for now. I'm sure I could do like updates in the future if more stuff keeps happening. But for now, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment if you know anything about what's happening or what I should do. And I'll see you next time. Bye!